It flew without wings. And from the moment it appeared, the mystery began.
We're looking at something, scarcely bigger than a basketball that's doing this.
The propulsion system is a gravity propulsion system. The power source is an antimatter reactor. This technology does not exist at all.
Until it struck high voltage power lines and dropped to the ground.
The world has just witnessed a fracture in a decades-long veil of secrecy as Bob Lazar officially presented empirical evidence regarding the Buga Sphere. Physical parameters obtained from the sphere's core align perfectly with the spacecraft design schematics Lazar described back in 1989.
Apparently they, for whatever reason, cut open an operating reactor, and the device exploded, killing both of them.
Materials scientists recently disclosed a staggering detail, transforming the wildest hypotheses into a chilling reality. The battle between mainstream science and extraterrestrial secrets has entered an irreversible new chapter.
If you can make something that's 3 times the hardness of modern aircraft aluminum, couldn't you draw better half moons?
Yeah, I should be able to.
The existence of the Buga Sphere is no longer a mere anecdote now that technical specifications decoded from the device's core match with extreme precision what Bob Lazar revealed on the KLAS-TV program On the Record.
Gravity amplifiers output goes into the gravity emitters at the bottom, and the resulting gravity.
The primary point of contention is the propulsion system based on antimatter principles, a concept previously existing only in high-energy theoretical physics, now materialized within the object's monolithic metal shell. Lazar directly asserted in recorded documents, this energy source produces no heat, has no radiation leakage, and appears completely isolated from the laws of thermodynamics we currently apply. This implies a level of craftsmanship where non-human engineers mastered strong interaction forces to maintain the stability of antimatter particles within a confined magnetic field. According to analysis by The Debrief, the core structure of the Buga Sphere contains a small amount of an isotope of element 115, also known as moscovium. The anomaly lies in the fact that this is not the unstable isotope with a short half-life synthesized in human particle accelerators. The standing hypothesis suggests this object utilizes a variant of moscovium located within the island of stability of the periodic table, allowing it to exist indefinitely and function as a Type A gravity wave amplifier. As protons bombard the nucleus of element 115, it releases antimatter particles into a vacuum tube, creating a matter-antimatter annihilation that liberates massive amounts of energy, subsequently converted directly into weightless propulsion. This design entirely eliminates mechanical moving parts, rendering the Buga Sphere a silent machine possessing the power of a small star. A notable conspiracy theory from former S4 employees suggests that the recovery of this object from past incident sites was actually part of a plan to redefine the global energy order. Insiders previously revealed the molecular structure of the sphere is arranged in an artificial diamond crystal lattice.
And there are symbols around the top. Apparently it's an aluminum alloy that's, 3 times the hardness.
Capable of enduring extreme pressure without deformation. This arrangement hints at a production process in a zero-gravity environment where impurities are entirely removed to create a resistance-free energy conduction medium. The true drama lies in how this anti-gravity field interacts with the surrounding environment. Rather than pushing the object through the air using conventional reaction force, the Buga Sphere creates a space-time distortion zone encompassing itself. This explains why disc-shaped craft can change direction 90 degrees at extreme speeds without producing sonic booms or disturbing those inside due to inertia. Deeper analytical theories suggest the device is actually a reality-bending machine, where the distance between point A and point B is shortened by compressing space in front and expanding space behind. The emergence of the Buga Sphere is also linked to reports of abnormal physiological phenomena in those who came into close contact, often described using understated terms to mask the impacts on cellular structures. Internal files suggest the interaction between the antimatter field and human biomagnetic fields can cause temporary shifts in time perception. Early project participants recounted, "Standing near the active sphere, you feel as though every surrounding sound is being sucked into an invisible black hole." This reinforces the hypothesis that the device does not merely manipulate matter, but directly intervenes in the local flow of time. This transcendent operating mechanism poses a direct challenge to the Newtonian laws of physics taught in schools. The terrifying silence of the sphere during operation hides a power capable of tearing through every distance barrier in the universe. Multidimensional structure. Spectroscopic and penetrating X-ray analyses reveal that the shell of the Buga Sphere was not manufactured using traditional metallurgical methods. It is a sophisticated product of atomic-level nanotechnology. This material is composed of layers of rare isotopes stacked in a precise arrangement, creating a super-durable crystalline structure that far surpasses any titanium, tungsten, or carbon fiber composite currently available on Earth. The most astonishing detail is that these layers are not bonded by common chemical or metallic forces, appearing instead to be held together by intentionally manipulated strong nuclear forces. A materials expert who served on the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications program noted in the journal Scientific American, "The surface of this object possesses no free atoms. It functions as a single monolithic entity with the ability to absorb 100% of any kinetic impact energy." This explains why the sphere can withstand extreme atmospheric pressure and scorching temperatures while moving through dense environments or deep water without leaving any friction marks or signs of heat stress. Mass measurement experiments show the Buga Sphere possesses an inherently absurd physical trait: the ability to change its own density based on specific sound vibration frequencies applied to its surface. When stimulated by a precise haptic frequency range, the sphere becomes lighter than the surrounding air, suggesting a smart inertial control mechanism integrated directly into the molecular fabric of the shell itself. Bob Lazar described in an interview, "The material seems to possess its own intelligence. It reacts to external forces by changing electronic configurations to nullify all counterforces and momentum." This is not merely an energy storage device, but a multidimensional mechanical system capable of interacting with spatial membranes to negate local gravity. Every attempt to take samples using industrial diamond drills failed as the sphere's surface automatically adjusted its molecular hardness to match and repel the invasive force in real time. Under a mystery analysis lens, micro-scratches on the surface, seen under electron microscopes, reveal complex, symmetrical geometric patterns, resembling integrated optical waveguides or three-dimensional circuitry. The hypothesis is that this shell acts as the brain of the device, processing billions of calculations per second to adjust the anti-gravity field in response to external variables. Some conspiracy theories claim engineers at S4 attempted to replicate this shell, but only obtained unstable, decaying alloy fragments, leading to unfortunate and fatal incidents during material testing. Insiders often use the phrase structural instability to speak euphemistically about the serious risks occurring when attempting to interfere violently with this multidimensional entity. The fact that the shell can self-heal indentations in seconds indicates a perfect atomic geometric information storage system, essentially a memory of its own shape. This irrational sturdiness suggests the shell is a type of spacefaring armor designed to protect the volatile antimatter core from all hostile cosmic influences. Such peculiar characteristics begin to unveil a more complex intended use, far beyond the imagination of modern experimental physicists, hinting at a vehicle that doesn't just travel through space, but exists as a bridge between dimensions. Biological signals. The true turning point in the study of the Buga Sphere occurred when ultra-sensitive sensors detected a steady electromagnetic emission rhythm coming from the object's center, eerily similar to human brainwaves in deep meditation or REM sleep. This led to a shocking hypothesis in the field of psychophysics that the device does not operate through mechanical interfaces or traditional programming commands. It is controlled by direct neural interaction. Bob Lazar revealed in the documentary Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers that the seats inside the craft he studied had no control panels. These entities seem to view technology as an extension of consciousness, where thought is converted directly into kinetic energy through an intermediary filter. The Buga Sphere is that filter, a fused biophysical bridge capable of reading and amplifying bioelectric pulses from the operator's nervous system. When an unofficial test allowed individuals with stable brainwave patterns to approach the surface, the sphere reacted instantly by adjusting its temperature and vibration frequency to match the subject's body heat and heart rate perfectly. This is not a random physical reaction. It is a sophisticated biofeedback system, showing the shell and energy core can recognize and accept the biological entity interacting with it. The New York Times, in an analysis of unidentified aerial phenomena, previously mentioned reports of pilots experiencing strange psychological effects when nearing objects with similar traits. Insiders often describe this state as mind merging, a sanitized term for consciousness being occupied or interfered with by an artificial intelligence system of extraterrestrial origin. This hypothesis opens a new chapter in conspiracy theories regarding the selection of test pilots at S4, where extrasensory perception or psychological stability was prioritized over pure flying skills. Secret files suggest the sphere acts as a symbiotic entity. It requires absolute mental focus to maintain the stability of the antimatter core. If the operator's consciousness wavers, the gravitational field becomes chaotic, leading to severe structural incidents that authorities often call system operational errors to mask horrific events involving test personnel. This explains why the technology remains an enigma to humans. We are trying to use mechanical logic to decode technology based on the essence of the soul and consciousness. The Buga Sphere operates on a frequency that resonates with the human subconscious, suggesting that the engine is not just the hardware, but the pilot's own cognitive state. This symbiotic link transforms the sphere into an extension of the operator, completely blurring the boundary between inanimate matter and sentient life. This discovery inadvertently opens a door leading straight to the dark corners of human evolutionary history, where the line between biology and machinery ceases to exist. We are not just witnessing a craft, we are witnessing a consciousness-driven vessel that demands a biological key to unlock its full, devastating potential. War origins. Decoded data from microscopic etchings on the Buga Sphere's surface indicate it is not a tool of peace, but a relic of a galactic-scale conflict. Microfissures on the crystal structure resulted from exposure to high-intensity gamma radiation, a weapon typically seen in planetary-level nuclear war simulations. Military intelligence experts believe this sphere was part of an orbital defense system that was shot down and fell to Earth thousands of years ago. Bob Lazar, proving its existence means confirming that humanity secretly possesses weapons of mass destruction originating from fallen civilizations. The debrief once cited internal sources suggesting government efforts to hide this object are actually to protect absolute military superiority over other global powers. The drama lies in reports of recovering similar fragments at sites of unintended incidents, where the object's structure shows it underwent extreme material stress under the influence of space-based electromagnetic pulse weapons. An analytical hypothesis posits that the Buga Sphere is actually a data storage unit or black box from an ancient space battleship. Insiders often use the phrase unintended intervention to speak euphemistically about violent clashes between extraterrestrial forces where Earth unintentionally became a battlefield. Bob Lazar hinted that the technology he studied at S4 was not a gift, but items left behind after a hasty retreat or a large-scale military defeat. Analysis of indentations on the multi-layered metal shell also revealed traces of localized melting, occurring only upon contact with high-energy particle beams. This reinforces the conspiracy theory that the sphere was pursued and attacked by another entity before crashing into our territory. Mystery researchers believe that attempting to reverse engineer this object is actually an underground arms race, where nations strive to hold the secrets of destroying interdimensional moving targets. All information regarding the violent origins of the Buga Sphere is sealed under the highest security classification to avoid global panic over the prospect of an invasion that already occurred in the past. Strategic analysts suggest the Buga Sphere's structure contains automated response algorithms, a form of military artificial intelligence designed to function independently even if the operator does not survive. The presence of unstable heavy elements in the shell suggests it was once overcharged to create a shock pulse to repel invisible attackers. Bob Lazar emphasized in his notes, "This device was not created for exploration. It was created to dominate the battle space." These historical pieces of destruction make the sphere's scientific value pale in comparison to the potential threat it poses to human security. Beyond its physical properties, the sphere functions as a silent witness to a history we were never meant to know. The thermal scarring found near the core suggests the device was active during a high-impact kinetic event, likely an orbital interception. Some theorists suggest the sphere's recovery in a remote desert location was no accident, but the result of a calculated crash landing. This raises the question of whether the war Lazar alluded to is truly over, or if we are merely living in a temporary lull between cosmic volleys. The truth about its military purpose transforms a scientific discovery into a global security threat that cannot be ignored. The final details recently released by scientists have turned this fear into an unavoidable reality. Shocking detail. The most shocking truth recently revealed by theoretical physics research groups is that the Buga Sphere's energy core does not contain fuel in the conventional sense. Instead, it encompasses a stable spatial rift, or more accurately, a microscopic artificial wormhole. This device does not move through space. Rather, it bends and pulls space toward itself, creating a shortcut allowing instantaneous transit between galactic coordinates without consuming time or inertial energy. In a leaked document allegedly from the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, scientists expressed shock upon realizing this miniaturized black hole is being maintained by an unidentified force field within the sphere. An expert who previously worked at CERN noted, "We are not just looking at an engine, we are looking at a portal to other dimensions, compressed into a metal structure only a few dozen centimeters wide." Even more terrifying is the discovery of a continuous data stream being emitted from the center of this wormhole. Long-range military sensors recorded encrypted positioning signals being sent back to a point of origin deep within the Zeta Reticuli constellation. This proves the Buga Sphere is not an obsolete abandoned device, but an active relay station continuously updating data about Earth for an entity far across the universe. Bob Lazar was right about the space-bending capabilities of Element 115, but he perhaps did not foresee that humans inadvertently activated a homing beacon for a large-scale arrival. The debrief cited a classified report showing the frequency of these signals is increasing exponentially, suggesting a remote awakening process of the system. Conspiracy theories regarding the Buga Sphere acting as a modern Trojan horse are spreading through intelligence circles. The hypothesis is that our attempts to reverse engineer and power the sphere actually provide the spark for the spatial rift inside to expand. Insiders often use the phrase reality instability to minimize the risk that this wormhole could swallow its entire surroundings if not controlled properly. Some experts fear human curiosity has awakened an entity we are completely incapable of controlling, turning Earth into a clearly marked destination on the map of hostile civilizations. The fact that this wormhole is sending out information about human biological structure and technological level is a staggering detail, turning the joy of scientific discovery into an anxiety over survival. We are standing before a wide-open door where the other side holds not knowledge, but a presence beyond our control. Those studying the rift have noted that the gravitational signature of the Buga Sphere has begun to fluctuate in a pattern that suggests it is syncing with an external source. This means the sphere is no longer a passive object of study, but an active bridgehead. Scientists involved in the project now face a grim reality. The Buga Sphere does not belong to us, and it never stopped serving its true masters. Every attempt to shut down the device is futile, because it appears to draw energy from the very fluctuations of the cosmic background space to maintain its existence. It is a self-sustaining anomaly that feeds on the fabric of our universe to keep the door open. The implications are clear. We haven't just found a piece of alien technology, we have provided the means for a permanent connection to a realm we are not prepared to face. This spatial loop is gradually becoming unstable, turning the Buga Sphere into a ticking time bomb for Earth's current reality. Our entire understanding of cosmic safety officially collapses in the presence of this singularity. The final reveal from the research team suggests that the rift is not just a doorway for travel, but a siphon for information, harvesting every bit of data from our planet's digital and biological spheres. If you found this analysis of the Buga Sphere and Bob Lazar helpful, please leave a like and share the video so this truth can spread further. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next shocking developments in the journey to decode humanity's greatest mysteries. Thank you for joining us, and let us know your theories in the comments below.